Tensions are running high here in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal, as we're halfway through the fourth and final elimination round of the season. With only 2 more challenges to go before we find out who will go through to the semi-finals, it's sink or swim for our school teams. Who will make their school proud? Who will prevail and take home the ultimate title of the unsinkable class of this year? My name is Sam Mangesi, and it's high stakes here on Challenge SOS. In the second challenge of their elimination round, Team Umlilo from Kingsway High and Team Umfula from Amanzimtoti High took each other on in a fun-filled obstacle course and zipline challenge. Here's a look at what went down. Well, it's time for us to find out which team did it in the faster time. And that team is going to remain a secret until the end of this elimination round. Come through, guys. Team Umfula, Team Umlilo. It's another day, yet another challenge. How are you guys feeling today?
Great.
Are you guys ready for another challenge?
Yes.
All right, well, today we're here at Non-Stop Adventures in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal, and our 2 teams are ready to sink their teeth in to the next challenge. Hierdie is die derde van 4 uitdagings wat ons 2 spanne in hul uitdoenronde moet voltooi. Wie gaan vandag se uitdaging wen? Span Umfula?
Yeah.
Of span Umlilo?
Yes, that's correct.
Igama lami uXolo Bhengani, funde Kingsway High School in 15.
My name is Barry Meyer Konek. I'm 14 years old and I go to Kingsway High School.
My name's Clayton Cordis and I'm 14 years old and I attend Kingsway High School.
My name's Alicia Zondo. I'm 14 years old and I attend Kingsway High School.
My name is Taylor Ray Pokita. I attend Amanzimtoti High School. I am 14 years old.
Hi, I'm Siev Lawazi. I go to Toti High and I'm 15 years old.
My name is Mnen Ntselen. I go to Amanzimtoti High School. I'm currently in grade 9 and I'm 15 years old.
I'm Tyler Roscoe. I'm from Amanzimtoti High School. I'm in grade 8 and 14 years old.
Are you ready for another challenge?
Yes.
Who is ready to take to the water? Yo, guys, it sounds like you're going to be rolling in the deep. Kom ons vind uit wat ons spanne vandag moet doen. Today is going to be a head-to-head rafting race. Timber rafting is an age-old method in which logs are tied together to float to the other side of a dam or river. The same method was also used to carry people and all sorts of goods over water. Nowadays, safe rubber rafts offer a popular extreme sport, also known as white water rafting, like we did in our previous season. However, this is not quite what our teams will be doing today. The teams must first build a sturdy raft using only 4 poles and 4 rubber tubes. They must think outside the box to figure out how to build their raft without the use of ropes to hold everything together. Once they've built their raft and received the thumbs up from the instructor, they'll have to paddle down a stream using only their hands and without sinking. When they reach the other end, the teams must run back to the start line, take their rafts apart and neatly organize the parts they used. The first team back at the start with a disassembled raft wins the race.
I'm feeling nervous because it's water activities, because I can't really swim for that long, but I'm gonna have to tackle it head on and get over my fears and stuff.
I'm nervous because I've never done rafting before. It's my first time, but I'll try my best to not disappoint the team.
I think Team Fula is a good team, but I don't think they know each other too well, so I think that's a disadvantage to their team, and we're a stronger team compared to them.
There's nothing really worrying me about the challenge. I just know if we work as a team, we can do it, but we might make mistakes, as everyone does.
Today's challenge being a head-to-head, I think it'll really show us who will be the unsinkable team, and I think that we shouldn't pay attention to the team behind us, as this is a head-to-head, and we should just focus on what's in front of us.
I think the team member from Team Lilo who's worrying me the most is Paula, because he's big and buff, and I think he knows most of the challenges we're doing.
Our strategy for today's challenge is to work as a team, stay focused, don't mind the other team, and do like our own thing, like run our own race. And then I think if we do that, we'll be successful.
Well, I'm pretty nervous because I don't know about our time constraints and trying to build things well and properly in time to win and do it well. And for it to actually work, we can make it, but the problem is, does it work and go across the river?
I'm very confident that we can win today's challenge because with all our strengths combined, we'll make a strong team, and our opponents, they don't seem as strong.
I'd feel confident in my team. I know we can overcome any problems that we might meet on the way, and we are definitely able to beat Kingsway.
Well, now that you guys know what you're going to be doing, Tola, how do you feel about today's challenge?
Oh, I'm nervous, but I know that we're going to take it because we're a good team.
All right. Nene, do you guys know how to build a raft?
No, we don't, but there's a first time for everything.
And that there is. Wie is deel van al die Challenge SOS actie en volg al die pret op ons Facebookblad. Who will sink and who will swim? It's all going down here on
Challenge SOS!
We'll see you after this. We're at Non-Stop Adventures in Richmond, KwaZulu-Natal, where Team Umlilo from Kingsway High and Team Umfula from Amanzimtoti High are getting ready to compete in the third challenge of their elimination round. Today, our teams will compete in a rafting challenge, but they'll need to make use of some logical thinking before they can get onto the water. Elke span gaan items kry om 'n vlot te bou wat stewig genoeg moet wees om die hele span op die water te hou. It's a head-to-head race, and the team that makes it back to the starting line and disassembles their raft first will win today's challenge. Alicia, does anyone in your team have any raft building experience?
Yes, we do have a team member, Barry. She has raft building experience.
Awesome. Well, it seems like Team Umlilo has one up on Team Umfula. But let's go ahead and meet our instructor for the day, who will give our two teams tips on how to stay safe on the water. Let's go. All right, teams. This is your safety instructor, Michelle, and she's going to give you some tips on how to build your raft and remain safe on the water.
Hello, kids. Hello. Today's challenge is raft building. Few tips I can give you. Remember, the tubes can bend. You need to wear your life jackets when you go in the water. Good luck and have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Thank you.
All right, teams, you have your materials, and it's almost time to take on the challenge. Who is going to win today?
Lilo!
It's a head-to-head race, and it's all for the win. All right, teams, it's time to sink or
Swim!
Woo! And they're off. Both teams are working frantically, trying to build their raft first so they can make it onto the water.
From the advice Michelle gave us, we did listen to some of it, but then we didn't use all her advice because we didn't know how to use it in our raft building. We didn't know how we were going to bend and twist our tubes.
The reason why we put on our life jackets before we actually finished our raft was because we thought we had done it well, only to find out that the raft would actually not work in the water.
All right, Team Mfula. You can't get onto the water. It's not safe enough.
So they told us to start over again, but then we didn't have time to take off our life jackets, so we just left them on and just carried on doing our thing.
Teams, remember the tubes can bend.
During our challenge, we did not think of like bending the tube because they did say the tube can bend, but obviously we were thinking like it can bend and it won't tear or pop. So we never thought that you can literally bend the tube over. We just thought that when you put the log through, it won't pop or tear.
What you did last time and then bend it. Yeah, and then bend it.
Tyler came up with an idea of how to build the raft and he named it a hot dog. So from there we knew what we were doing and then it went all smoothly.
Bend the whole thing.
You're taking it out.
No, how can you bend it? That's why.
Bend it.
You should bend that way.
Yeah, that way. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bend. And 1.
You're so close, Team Umlilo, but yet so far.
Yes.
Under and over. Under and over.
On top of that.
What went wrong in our challenge is that we didn't use the tip that Michelle gave us. Instead, we just started with our own idea, which didn't work.
Team Umlilo, good luck even carrying your raft to the water, because it looks like it might disassemble before you even make it.
The other team seemed to be communicating so well and everything was going well for them when we didn't know how to make our raft. So I was worried about actually winning the challenge.
It's supposed to bend the other way.
It looks like Team Mfula is making some good progress. Team Mfula has their first ring in. They just need to use the same formula for the rest of their raft. Team Mfula is well on their way. They might be making it onto the water first and paddling their raft gently down the stream.
Yeah. Okay.
I had the look of confusion on my face because I was confused. I didn't really know what was going on, and none of my team members clearly explained how we were going to build the raft. So I kind of had an idea how we were going to build it, but then I didn't fully understand.
Being able to build a raft with 4 tubes and 4 logs is truly a good experience. Now when I go on future tours, I can show them how it's done. And it was really fun to do it with my teammates and to compete against another team.
Team Mfula is on their last tube. Team Umlilo looking good. Who will make it onto the water first? Team Umlilo or Team Mfula? Team Mfula done with their raft.
When I saw Team Mfula finish their raft, I felt like kind of sad that we weren't finished before them and we still had quite a bit to do. But then that kind of motivated us to like work faster and then get in the water and finish the race.
Nobody's in the water. Team Mlilo is busy with the last tube of their raft. Will they be able to catch up to Team Mfula, who is already paddling their way down the river?
Paddle on the raft.
The tough part about the rafting challenge was trying to get through the water in the wind. The wind was a workout as well. My arms were tired.
When Team Mfula, obviously, they were first to get in the water, and when they finished build their raft, it was a bit disappointing at first, but you mustn't be disappointed and just give up if you're not in first place. You must continue until the very end and put your effort in until you finish the challenge.
Team Mlilo is finally finished with their raft. They're now making their way onto the water and going to try to catch up to Team Mfula.
In the beginning, we struggled a little bit as a team, but once we calmed each other down and said that we need to work as a team, we did everything like we were supposed to and worked well.
The stakes are high as Team Mlilo tries to catch up to Team Mfula. Will they be able to? Find out when Challenge SOS returns. It's all about rafting on Challenge SOS today as Team Mlilo and Team Mfula tried to win it for their schools.
In the water, it was very tough on our arms and legs, and it was hard work, but we just kept on trying and trying.
I'm not used to being in water, and like the amount of strength that you need like to paddle with your arms, and my shoulders were burning like most of the time when you're in the water.
Honestly, I didn't think Mlilo was going to catch up to us in the water. I just knew once we passed the halfway mark and them only beginning in the water, I knew that we've taken this challenge.
The feeling that we had when we came out the water was pretty great and amazing. It was actually one of the best feelings ever. And it was just great to get out the water because we were literally soaking. Our t-shirts were wet and our tackies were soaked. So, and just running as a team and celebrating, running to the finish line was the best feeling ever.
Okay, guys, we have to disable this thing now.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You need to take off your life jackets and action cams. And Team Mfula wins the race! Congratulations. Well done.
Winning today's challenge was a great confidence booster. We just have more energy to go to the next challenge, feeling great about it and having the energy to win.
Team Mfula, congratulations on winning today's challenge.
Thank you.
It didn't come without struggle, though.
Yeah.
Tyler, tell me about your struggles.
In the beginning, we never really had a good strategy of how to bend the tubes, but eventually we thought as a team and we built the raft.
All right, and Mnene, what are you going to take from this challenge moving forward into the next one?
That teamwork is key, and communicating with your teammates really helps.
Awesome stuff. Well, congratulations again. Let's go ahead and cheer on the other team.
When we entered the water, at first I thought we could still catch up to them, but then I realized that they finished the challenge and there's nothing else we can do but to continue. So that's what we've done. We continued until the very end.
The lessons that we'll take to our final challenge will be to work more as a team and think and talk before we tackle the problem.
And Team Mlilo makes it back onto land. They need to get back to the starting point and disassemble their raft before they can complete the challenge.
It's a bit disappointing that we lost our third challenge, but you know, there's always the last challenge left that we can still redeem ourselves and win.
And Team Mlilo completes the challenge. Unfortunately, you guys are not the winners of today's challenge. Alicia, what do you think made you guys lose today's challenge?
I think we didn't take enough time to think about how we're going to build our raft, so that kind of brought us down.
Creighton, going forward into your next challenge, what are you guys going to do differently?
I think we'll talk a bit more and use everybody's thoughts and ideas and combine it so we can win the challenge.
Taylor, what do you attribute your win to today?
Well, our team's name means river and their team's name means fire, and we put them out.
What an absolutely splashing adventure. Would you guys do that again?
Yes!
Well, teams, you have one more challenge in your elimination round to go before we find out who goes through to the semi-finals. Who will it be? Team Mlilo or Team Umfula?
Ula!
If you want to weigh in on all of the Challenge SOS action, then visit our Facebook page. Also find out where you and your friends can do an outdoor adventure in your area. But right now, here's a sneak preview of our next episode where our two teams take each other on in an orienteering and cave challenge before finding out who goes through to the semi-finals.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes. Bring it down, bring it down. We'll bring it out here.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
Now, doesn't that look like an intense way to end off this elimination round? So join us again next week as we say goodbye to one of these two teams. But before we go, always remember that life's a challenge. And only you can decide if you sing or swim. We'll see you again next week.